going on, guys? I am here with my 2013 Mercedes C63 AMG. Okay, so for most of you that have been following me on Instagram, you already know a little bit about this vehicle, and you guys have seen the modifications I have already made to this vehicle so far as of right now. For those of you that are just tuning in or have not yet seen the Instagram, I will quickly go over some specs and what I've done to this vehicle so far in terms of slight modifications. So to first start off with, obviously in the back here we have the carbon spoiler right here, which a lot of C63 owners have done with their C63s. So obviously I went with the classic style. For the diffuser choice, I went with the very aggressive diffuser with the fins that come out a little bit past the back bumper here. Obviously, you know, I'm going for that aggressive look, as most C63 owners have done, and it looks absolutely amazing. So to give a little history behind these, the updated numbers and badging here, which are throughout the vehicle, the reason why I went with the red and black spec on the white is due to my dad's Mercedes SL 550 Mille Miglia, which is the matte black SL with the special lettering and badging dedicated to the 1,000-mile race in, I believe, Germany. So here in the front panel, I also have the 63 badging in the red and black, which gives it a nice little touch, a little something different. And I absolutely think it looks great. Front here, the only modification I've really done was the blacked out turn signal lights. It does give it a little bit of a contrast, and in my opinion it makes it look a little bit better. But I am hoping to eventually get a front splitter, carbon splitter for this vehicle, or update the headlights because they have these still stock OEM headlights. But as of right now, it still is clean and it looks absolutely amazing in the front. The go off on the mirrors here, these are the first carbon mirrors I had bought when I first got this vehicle. I absolutely love them. They're nice and sleek, they look good with the vehicle, and from a distance they still look very OEM. Obviously I had changed these a while ago for most of you that have seen the videos and posts on Instagram to ones that had the fin blades come out like the BMW style. Those had started flaking off here, and it turned out it wasn't real carbon that was actually on the mirrors that I bought. It sucked because, you know, they looked amazing, they were aggressive, they gave it more of that aggressive style along with the carbon diffuser that I have in the back here. But all in all, I mean, it still looks absolutely amazing regardless. That's really it for carbon and any other modifications for the exterior. Now what I will say is, on this vehicle, a lot of other common parts that C63 owners of this generation will do is either the mid-pipe delete or a catback or headers up front. When I bought this vehicle, they had the H-pipe already installed on this thing. I am going to insert a clip right after this that shows how loud and how this thing actually sounds when you do a pull on the vehicle. And it absolutely sounds amazing. It's loud, it's raspy, and it really, you know, turns heads in the right crowd. my plan for this vehicle is to eventually update the tail lights, update the exhaust, obviously change the spoiler. I am planning to go carbon trunk lid on this vehicle. I am planning to do the carbon front fenders, which have a slight vent right here on the arches. I am planning to get the hood done, headlights like I previously said, and the carbon front splitter like I had mentioned as well. Now obviously those things will come in time, so if you guys are stick around on the channel long enough, you will definitely see these modifications be done and actually watch how they get installed onto this vehicle. Now the reason why I decided to start this YouTube video or this channel is because a lot of people, you can look up this vehicle on YouTube, and I know there's a lot of big Instagram influencers that have this vehicle and post a lot about it. My thing is if I want to look up stage 1 tune information on this vehicle, or what it's like having the supercharger from Wise Tech, you won't get very in-depth knowledge on it. So I really want to take this channel and show you guys every little detail on this vehicle, from modifications to exterior performance showing, and all that great stuff. Now obviously, for those of you that don't know much about this vehicle, I will do a quick spec on this vehicle. Granted, for my vehicle, it only has 1 extra horsepower, and that was due to the updated intake filters that I had placed inside the intakes here. But yeah, other than that, I will quickly go over the quick specs and a little bit of a difference and similarities to other C63 W204s that are around and that you can also buy along with this one in addition. So first things first are the brakes. The brake system, you can either get 2 different choices. You can get the standard steel rotors with the regular brakes, or you can get the carbon ceramic brake rotors with the pads. Now obviously mine is still the stock OEM brakes, but eventually I'm hoping to update that very soon, along with some other performance modifications to this vehicle. Second thing about this vehicle in terms of performance wise, it has 451 horsepower on this vehicle, just stock. My fault, 450 just stock, 451 for mine due to the intake filter upgrades that I have done. Now granted, obviously with the H pipe in the middle, it doesn't do a whole lot of performance change, but it still sounds great. But eventually I will do long tube headers for this, which will open it up and which will allow more airflow go from the engine to the back, and also give it a louder and better tone for the engine. Now in terms of this vehicle, there are 2 other variations of this vehicle besides my car. Now you could say that this one is a base model of the C63. Now the other 2 are the 507 edition, which comes with limited slip differential, and the C63 Black Series of this version of the vehicle. Now obviously, for most of you that know about Mercedes and that know about this vehicle, you already know the differences between the 2. For those of you that don't know the difference between all 3, the slight differences between the 507 and the quote-unquote base model of this car is on the bottom here, they will have a stripe that goes across, signifying the 507. It'll come with this hood, but it'll have slots up here, like similar to the Black Series hood, for better airflow out of the engine bay. It will also come with red calipers instead of silver, and it will also come with either the carbon ceramic brakes or the regular option. Another thing is it will come with a little bit less aggressive carbon spoiler on the back trunk, and of course it'll have the limited slip differential in the rear already, which I've heard makes it a lot more fun. Now in terms of interior wise, it'll have the carbon paneling going across the front and the sides, It will also have the Alcantara steering wheel, Alcantara shift knob, and of course, similar to mine, the Alcantara seats. As of right now, my interior is not the best, but just for a quick look, that is what my interior looks like. Granted, the 507s and the Black Series looks a lot better. But speaking of the Black Series will have will also have the vented hood up top here, similar to the 507. The front bumper will be completely different, and these vents here, where these lights are, these lights will be gone, and that's how much more of the airflow you will have for your front bumper. Now obviously, instead of it coming out to here, the fenders will come about, this much, so about another maybe a few inches out than the regular base C63, along with the rear quarter panel will also stick out a little bit more. Now the Black Series will also have a different style of exhaust tips. Theirs will be more flat and more, I guess you could say, square, rectangular, however you want to think they look. They're a little bit different. In terms of interior, you have the choice of seats or no back seats. You also have the option package to get a carbon fiber wing for the back, and you also have red stitch seats or whatever your interior comes with, and a carbon fiber steering wheel along with I believe an Alcantara carbon fiber shift knob. I may not be 100% on that, but I'm sure you guys can look it up and figure it out. Now in terms of the engine bay, the only difference between mine and the 507 and the Black Series is going to be the emblem here in the middle of the engine. So mine and the 507 editions will be silver plaques. For the Black Series, it will be black, and that's how you will be able to tell that it's more of a Black Series on the engine bay if you are not sure from the exterior of the vehicle. Now yes, the way that the intake boxes and the engine cover look, that is not OEM. So I had decided to go along paint scheme along with the exterior. I decided to go with the white and red, and yeah, it came out pretty well. I think it definitely is a lot different than what most people would go for. Now the center here, for a lot of AMG owners, you will know that the original plastic piece that goes here breaks very, very easily. Obviously mine broke, so I replaced it with some center cap stars that I had found laying around. Obviously I attached it here, and I think it looks a lot better, especially since there's nothing there and you just have the star floating. I think it gives it a better look, and I think it looks absolutely amazing, especially from a distance. So as I'm sure you've seen while I was going over this vehicle, I have two other people here with me. I have my best friend and my brother, Obama Servin. I've known him for quite a while, since high school. And I also have here LiL Tiez, my second brother, best friend. I've known both of them for a very long time. If those of you that don't know, LiL Tiez actually makes music which you can go listen to on Apple Music. And right now he is doing pretty well. How would you say your music is compared to most people from the DMV?
My music is talented, for real. Talented. Very talented. Okay.
Type shit. But yeah, like you heard it, guys, he's very talented. Obviously I've listened to him. You'll hear his music throughout my videos. Gotta support the Brody. But yeah, go listen to his music. For those of you who have already heard it, I'm sure you guys can, back me and him up here on, him actually being truthful about what he says. Granted, I know my brother, he ain't gonna lie about nothing. So go listen to his music. I will put his Instagram and his music name in the description below. Now back to my other brother, Obama Servin. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Big Servin out here. Y'all looking for a manager? I'm the manager. I do all of that. I set you up for shows. You want to be famous? I'll show you the famous route. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less. I manage LiL Tiez a little bit. LiL Tiez. Y'all can check out my other artists. I work with Servin, part of the Servin, Servin. You can check out Chris, GBG Chris on Instagram. My Instagram is Obama Servin if y'all ever, down there. I also do YouTube. YouTube coming soon. We have a build coming soon, actually.
Yes, about time.
We have a build coming soon.
Also, he also does, what is it, Twitch streaming?
I do Twitch streaming. I stream on Twitch, TikTok, and Kick.
So I will definitely put those in the link in the description below. Those links in the description below. And along with his Instagram and everything else that you can go follow him at. Now, obviously, I've known these two goofballs for a while. They've been in this vehicle. They know what it's like.
We're going to do backflips over it.
Oh, backflips. Oh, so you're going to send LiL Tiez on a backflip.
LiL Tiez going to do a backflip over the car.
All right, go ahead.
Do a backflip.
Dad, show me how to do a backflip. Yo!
Hey, yo.
I'd probably do a side flip over the car.
Oh, go ahead. Side flip.
All right.
Damn. All right. But anyways, guys, yes, my brother, Obama Servin, is also a car enthusiast. I've actually been waiting for him to get his car so we can go film and do drives and all that stuff, here with this vehicle. Obviously, you will see both of them in these videos. You'll probably see him more since he's more of a car guy, but because LiL Tiez is, living with us, he will also be in a lot of these videos as well, regardless. I'm mostly gonna force him, but it's not up to him. Just kidding. But anyways, yeah. So like I said, it'll be 1 car, 2 car, and we'll see what he does. Whether he gets a vehicle or not, and decides to stay a bum. Just kidding. But anyways, yeah. So a lot coming to this channel. You guys stay tuned. Obviously, follow the Instagram. You can either pause the video, pause it right here and go follow, or you can go click the link in the description below. I'll put my Instagram, LiL Tiez Instagram, and Obama Servin Instagram down below. Obviously, for those of you that already follow, like I previously said, you have seen the small little updates I've done on this vehicle. I also do a little bit of filming here and there on the side. But like I said, a lot of changes are coming to this vehicle. I have a lot in my mind that I want to do with this, and there's a lot that you guys really don't see that goes on with these vehicles, and what it's like owning them, and what it's like, having a dream or an imagination of a vehicle you want to spec yourself to something that no one else has really done. Leading to that, I have very, very few instances of people coming out of the box and doing something different with their vehicles. Now, obviously, if you guys follow C63 Victor, I believe, and there's one other person, I'll put their Instagrams in the description below just to follow. But they also do a lot of wild and different things with their C63s. I don't know them personally, but I wanted to give them a shout out because they're people I follow and they're people that I see actually doing something with their 63s that not many people would do, or their ideas of the vehicle are completely different. Anyways, guys, to close out this video, like, subscribe to Merc Media, follow the Instagram, support my brother in Apple Music, and also support my other brother in all the platforms that he streams on. And if you guys do music or want to try it out, or you got someone that you think can handle it, message Obama Servin and he will get you right, and he will see if you got what it takes to make the best music out there. Anyways, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.